Now we head into our only second chance heat here at the 2022 Rotax Max Challenge Winter Cup. It's Senior Rotax. Let's have a look at the starting grid. So based on the points they accumulated, here it is as follows. From pole position, it's going to be the Netherlands' Yashram Jankan in the 369. And will be partnered on the front row with Richard Vargas from Latvia in the 383. Maurice Schmeis and Jose Miguel Sanchez Gonzalez, row 2. Matteo Pianizzola and Alec Verbert, row 3. Joao Diniz and William Christensen, row 4. Completing the top 10 is the sole Georgian representative, as always here in the Euro Trophy. Alexander Abkazava is joined by France's Camille McFarlane, and they complete the top 10. Row 6 is Germany's Nevio Fischer and Finland's Miro Halika. Row number 7, it's Marcel Lepuy from France and Sino Falke from Germany. Mats Johan Overhoff from Germany and Great Britain's Finlay Harrison round out the top 8 rows, with the top 20 completed by the following 4 drivers. Michal Bartosuk from Poland, Hugo Page from France, Joni Mertz from Germany, and Finland's Jerko Kalainen. A total of 25 drivers will start, as we will have no Nico Collins Schultz. Obviously, Nicola Guerra will be at the back end of the field in 25th. But it will be Paul Christian Hamburg from Estonia, Portugal's Rodrigo Santos, Estonia's Sim Sepp, Stefan Lemonu from France, and Nicola Guerra from Italy. So it is 10 minutes plus an additional lap. So the red lights ignite for the first time for 11 races here today at Karting Campillos. But then we get into the real nitty-gritty at 10:50 this morning with the first of 5 pre-finals. But 6 drivers from this 25-strong grid will go through to the next stage. And for 19 others, their weekend will end after this race. Into the tram lines we go. Revs rise. The Senior Rotax second chance heat is underway, and we are going towards the first corner. Ramjankan holds the lead. Maurice Schmeis slots in behind into second as they head up the hill for the very first time. And Alexander Abkazava has already moved up to 7th. Joao Diniz has also followed ahead as well. And there has been a little bit of a drama. I think that was Joao Diniz compromised. Falke makes his way through the middle of the pack as they head down the hill for the first time. Ramjankan leads as they go down the hill. And it's Germany's Maurice Schmeis in the 302 that is in second position. Beck Vargas from Latvia in 3rd place. 4th, it's Matteo Pianizzola from Italy as they go down the back straightaway towards the final 3 corners on this 1.58 kilometer circuit. Front end snaking under braking for Ramjankan as he holds onto the lead as we're about to complete the very first lap. And it's a cart train of around 6 carts rounded out by Alexander Abkazava. Alec Verbert is trying to catch the Belgian with Bouvin Power. He's in 7th. Miro Halika in 8th. Nevio Fischer and William Christensen from Germany and Denmark, respectively, complete the top 10. Up to the crest of the hill we go again. Down the roller coaster ride, and the battle between 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th is line astern. Down the hill into the hard braking zone. Tight left-hander, which sweeps out, and then it's put the power down and accelerates. Maurice Schmeis looking towards the outside of Yashram Jankan through the hairpin as Alexander Abkazava sends it absolutely brilliantly up the inside of Matteo Pianizzola from Italy and gets the position. So the Georgian gets past the Italian. And Jose Miguel Sanchez Gonzalez is also just behind. There has been a 3-second time penalty for 2 wheels out of the tram lines. Unfortunately, that goes to Mats Johan Overhoff from Germany, as it's nearly side by side between the 381 of Miro Halika and Nevio Fischer going into the approach into turn number 1. Up the hill once again. very tight, twisty, technical part of the circuit. Really challenges the drivers, both mentally and physically. Constant lateral sideways momentum does impact on the rib cages. But the adrenaline is flowing through the veins of all these drivers, and all 25 are still running. Battle for the lead is tightening up even more as they head into the left-hand hairpin on the infield. Yashiram Jankan starting to pull away from Maurice Schmeiz, who's still got Beck Vargas behind. Abkazava is absolutely flying at the moment, but Nicola Guerra who's now in 17th position is, oh my goodness me. Beck Vargas nearly opened the door for Abkazava, and Beck Vargas looking up the inside of Maurice Schmeiz and has gotten through for second place. Nice switchback. And here comes Abkazava up the inside of Maurice Schmeiz through into turn one. The Georgian gets through as they start the ascent up the hill. Pianitsola is with them as well. So the battle for third place really heating up. Pianitsola sweeps wide. Oh, a little bit of a clash between Abkazava and Schmeiz. Nearly allows a couple of karts, including Pianitsola, who's coming under severe pressure from Jose Miguel Sanchez Gonzalez. So the Spaniard trying to get through on the Italian, but the gap was not there to make that opportunity stick. And run wide there for Sanchez Gonzalez. It opens the door for Miro Halika, Nevio Fischer, and now goes through Camille McFarlane from France. Another position is going to be lost because Alex Verberg is looking through there as well, along with William Christensen. The Spaniard is dropping down the order. João Diniz from Portugal right on the back of the 324 as they're all scrabbling for track position through the second to last corner. Three wide at points. 5 minutes 40 still to go, and Fischer still trying to keep Halika honest. So Nevio Fischer doing a great job just keeping it pinned, but Nevio Fischer is on that cusp of trying to get past Miro Halika, and if the German does that, that provisionally puts him in the top 6. Down the hill once again, Ramjankan's lead was nearly half a second after 4 laps. We're on to lap number 5. As the timer hits the halfway mark. 5 minutes down, 5 to go. As up the inside of Nevio Fischer goes Camille McFarlane from France. And Fischer retaliates through on the next right-hander, goes up the inside of the French driver and makes it through. Down the back straight away they go. McFarlane could look for a look up the inside. On this particular occasion, does not chance it. Waits and bides time. But time waits for no driver, especially in a situation like this with a second chance heat. Ramjankan controlling the pace. Nicola Guerra is the fastest driver out there. The best lap so far, a 1 minute 3.283. Nicola Guerra has ended up at the back end of the field, which is a real shame for the Italian. He's had a bit of a drama. He's up about halfway through the field and has dropped right down like a stone, I'm afraid. 4 minutes 10 plus an additional lap still remaining. But the battle's still waging on. Pianitsola looking at Miro Halika just behind. And the 3:05 of Camille McFarlane has gotten away a little bit from Nevio Fischer, I believe. As the top 6 rounded out now by Matteo Pianitsola from Italy. The top 6 covered by just over 1 3/4 seconds as we head into the last 3 minutes and 25 plus an additional lap. Up the hill once again they go. Beck Vargas has not really been able to make an indent into Yashiram Jankan's lead, with the Dutch driver from Dams Racing consistently in the 1:03.9 second bracket for the last 2 laps. William Christensen looks to be on the move as well. The Dane up to 8th position. There's Nevio Fischer behind the Dane in 9th place. Finley Harrison running in the 3:49 from KR Sport. Brit trying to move up the order and started in 16th position. He's currently in 10th. The top three now starting to break away. So the top six were very close together. The top three are now within half a second of one another as we go into the last 2 minutes and 20. Morris Schmeiz looking to try, well, has been passed by Miro Halika in the meantime. So the Finn ahead of the German, 4th and 5th respectively. Pianizzola is still holding on to 6th and is in effectively the drop zone, where one wrong move could throw your chances away. If one driver decides to make the opportunity present itself, as Alexander Abkazava up the inside. After biding time, the Georgian gets past Latvia's Rikārds Vekvargas for second place with just over 1 minute and 40 left on the clock. And we have had a change in the meantime for 6th position. Camille McFarlane has got past Matteo Pianizzola for that all-important 6th position. And the Italian is now over 4/10 of a second adrift from the 3:05, who currently now rounds out the top 6. So we head into the last 60 seconds of the race itself, plus an additional lap. Yash Ramjankan is starting to pull away from the rest of the field. Alexander Abkazava was quicker than Yash Ramjankan, not on the lap just gone, but the one before, as Nevio Fischer gets up the inside of Matteo Pianizzola. Pianizzola, assisted by Iron Lynx, one of the teams that runs in the World Endurance Championship these days. We're heading to the last 30 seconds, so we're going to now go on to our 10th and penultimate lap of the race itself. Rikārds Vekvargas says, oh, Camille McFarlane up the inside. Oh, no! Exit stage left all of a sudden. That was Miro Halika that went completely wide going into the approach onto turn number 1, and the Finn went off track. So Miro Halika, I think, has just had, on the penultimate lap of the race, a massive drama. There has been a change for second in the meantime because Vekvargas has got past Alexander Abkazava. A couple of other drivers, unfortunately, falling a bit down by the wayside. As all, Vekvargas goes wide, coming out of the hairpin on the infield, and Abkazava pounce. And here comes Camille McFarlane in the 3:05. McFarlane sweeps to the outside through the second to last corner. Top, second, third and fourth now line astern as Yash Ramjankan is clear and going away into the distance. The lead now 1.736 seconds. It's going to be close between second, third and fourth. McFarlane has done a very consistent job of just picking off drivers one by one. Abkazava and Vekvargas are squabbling, and now that means that McFarlane has an opportunity to get up into the top 3. Morris Schmeiz is not too far adrift of this three-way scrap, as Miro Halika, I've just seen, has dropped down to 10th position. So a real shame for the Finn, who was looking good in the top 6, and Matteo Pianizzola has been given a little bit of a get-out-of-jail-free card because the Italian now is in that well-needed 6th position to make it through. Down the back straightaway go the leaders for the final time. 3 corners to go. Make that 2 as the Netherlands' Yash Ramjankan now starts to power out of the final corner. The 3.69 from Dams Racing wins the senior Rotax second chance heat. Alexander Abkazava takes second. Rikārds Vekvargas from Latvia in third. What a drive from Camille McFarlane. Started 10th, ended up 4th. Morris Schmeiz, who started in P3, rounds out the top 5. And Matteo Pianizzola manages to make it into that all-important 6th position at the checkered flag. 7th was Nevio Fischer, ahead of Great Britain's Finlay Harrison. Belgium's Alec Verbaert and Finland's Miro Halika round out the top 10. William Christensen, Mats Johan Overhoff, Jose Miguel Sanchez Gonzalez, Zino Falca, and Hugo Page round out the top 15 positions. Jere Kokalainen in 16th, ahead of Paul Christian Hamburg, Mats Johan Overhoff, Marceau Lequi, Nicolas Guerra rounding out the top 20, and rounding out the 25 strong, it's Stéphane Lemonou from France, Rodrigo Santos from Portugal, Yoni Mertz, Joao Diniz, and Sim Sepp.